Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another lovely Wednesday video. I told you guys last week we got a big performance mod coming up. You guys already know from the title, but to go ahead and show you guys, we have FKX Racing, front pipe, downpipe, catless, and I just show you guys kind of its design and how it looks. Love how the welds are. Hope you guys can see that pretty well. And we also have the front pipe over here, and you guys can also see how the welds are on that. Really great design, nice and shiny to pop the hood and show as well. But that is the install today. It is definitely going to make a pretty big difference in performance and just sound. I know I have no mufflers, so this is going to be probably pretty loud and raspy, but I'm here with Romel, of course, and he is assisting me and showing me how to get this done. Obviously, I'm learning just like you guys. And on top of that, just to start off, I know this is pretty obvious, but as step number one, just remember to jack up your car. We've already jacked up the car. We've already got the hood propped. Make sure to let your engine cool down too when you do this, because it does get hot and you definitely don't want to just jump right into it. So I'm going to lead this off to Romel, and we'll start this whole thing off.
Alright folks, from LM12 here. First step I'm doing is taking a little mini Phillips screwdriver here, and you can see you have two locations that need loosening. I already did that, you know, but after you remove those, just go ahead and pull that out of the way, because what we're doing here is we want room to work with. Now I have this nice open area. Next thing we're going to attack is the heat shielding, and there should be 3 bolts here. Should be 12 millimeter, 1, 2, and a third up here. We'll use a crescent wrench for that. All right, so after you remove the aforementioned 3 bolts, the 2 that are here and the one back there, it is now loose. I'll probably remove that from the bottom here. And I took good old Magic PB Blaster, and then you soak the 4 bolts holding in the turbo itself, preferably overnight. We did this for about an hour or so, so we'll see how it goes. Tiny ass work area. Watch out for them splitters. Don't be a cut.
To show you guys too on this side. Alright guys, so update, we have removed all 4 bolts off the downpipe here and put them on our little tray here.
Our workbench.
Yeah, our little workbench. And so now that that has been removed, we're gonna go ahead and go under the car now. And if you guys can see, taking off this skid plate, if you can see that, you can just go ahead and use a flathead and then a few little screwdriver areas. Phillips right there. So just go ahead and get that out. But once we remove this, we're definitely gonna have a lot more room to deal with on getting the rest of the piping out. So let's go ahead and show you guys that. All right guys, so now we're under the car. As you guys can see, have all this selective room. One of the first things you want to do is, if you guys can see right there, that's your O2 sensor, so you definitely want to get that out of the way. That way when you take this unit apart, it doesn't drag that down. After that, go ahead and loosen out these nuts, either with a breaker bar, or if your scoliosis gang like us and strong enough, you can go ahead and just pry them out. But that's gonna be the first couple steps there, so let's go ahead and jump right into that.
There you go.
And now that's loose. So now that we have removed the bolts connecting the front pipe to the downpipe, we're gonna go ahead and actually remove, not actually fully remove, because I've seen videos where people actually fully remove this whole thing. You don't need to. If I can get under here, you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 nuts for your splash guard here that you're gonna go ahead and remove, so that way you have more wiggle room when removing, just trying to remove the front pipe that's connected to the exhaust here. As you guys can see, if I zoom in just a little bit or get some lighting in there, that's where the front pipe is connected. Let's see if I can show you guys this pretty well. There you go. So as you guys can see, there's that little nut right there. There you go. Just loosen these out. Go ahead and finger loosen it. Alright, now as you guys can see, it's had a bit more flex, more wiggle room. Now that we've got this, we can go ahead and flex this down, pull, and out of there.
Alright folks, what you're looking at right now is where the exhaust piping meets the front pipe. And there's some heat shielding here. And right in front of those bolts, or behind it, are going to be 2 10mm nuts that you need to remove to give you some flex in the heat shielding. Otherwise, you absolutely will not be able to remove the downpipe. Trust. And the reason for this is, if you look at like some of this heat shielding right here, you'll see that there's a lot of play underneath. So by removing those bolts, it allows this to flex. Alright folks, so this is much like an exhaust install. We're dealing with a hanger here. So I'm using a bunch of long skinny flatheads to kind of pry in between the rubber and the fat head, you know what I mean? And I'm using the flathead to pry open the rubber so I can slip it around the thicker head. See what I got going on there. Use a little bit of PB Blaster to give it some lube. Alright, now that we have removed the hanger after a bit of struggling that was off camera, you know, now we're just gonna finagle this and wiggle it on out. Alright folks, I used an adjustable wrench to remove the O2 sensor. It breaks pretty nice and easy. Once you crank it loose, you can hand turn it. I moved it out of the way. It's just dangling right over there. And then I used a 14mm nut or ratchet to remove the bracket here and over here. Once this is removed, we should be able to wiggle loose the downpipe since it's already all unbolted up top.
Alright guys, kind of went off camera here, but we finally got the downpipe out. Just to show you guys a comparison, there is the OEM cat downpipe and now catless downpipe from FKX Racing. And then same thing over here, front pipe and then OEM front pipe. Show you guys key differences. Now we are getting to installing the FKX Racing in. We're just going to remove the gaskets. Actually, FKX Racing has brand new gaskets for me, so we're going to go ahead and do that, as well as bolts and nuts. For those who are curious, this is what our SI turbos look like.
I mean, if you put your penis next to it, it'll look bigger, but it is what it is. There's Gus, our bus.
And there you guys go. You guys can see that right there. That is our turbos, guys. Stupid tiny. Just to clarify too, guys, these gaskets are from the bottom. This is your turbo gasket that you just keep on. Romel is bringing it over. Bam, and in. Yeah. There we go. Now, just kind of reverse of what we did. We're just gonna go ahead and bolt everything in. Make sure it's solid. So under here, now that we got the FKX Racing downpipe in, we're gonna go ahead and reuse those brackets that we took off. We had to take it off from the stock OEM downpipe and now attach them to here. Fits like a glove, perfect. As you guys can see a little bit there. We are going to be using the reusing the heat shield, so we're just going to have to go ahead and either go through the bottom, or if we can, since there's a lot more room, just go through the top. And we're going to go ahead and bolt all this in so that way it's solid, and then get that bad boy in. Alright guys, so I don't know if I added this too, but it's going to be a 14mm that you're going to go ahead and use to screw all this in. And we've already tightened everything at the top, got those brackets at the bottom. Now we're just going to go ahead and add the heat shield back on, and we should be good to go. Alright guys, so also kind of off camera, but we got the downpipe and the front pipe bolted in. Just remembered that we forgot to add the heat shield now also to the center. So you want to go ahead and remove it from your stock downpipe, and simple, it's a little 10mm, just, you know, remove that. There's 1, 2, 3, and then there's a fourth bolt over here, and so we just got to break that, get it out, run this under, and just get it back in there and then reattach it. That way, you know, heat protectant, and you're not running your temp so high. Alright guys, I fully apologize. I actually stopped recording right after that clip. We ended up just reinstalling everything right back. At that last clip that you guys see of me removing the mid heat shield from the catted downpipe, quick note, before you install that downpipe, make sure you put that mid heat shield on it first before you install it to the car. We made that mistake. We installed the downpipe and then we tried to install the mid heat shield, and it was just so difficult. So a tip to you guys, after you've taken out your front pipe and your downpipe, make sure to take off that heat shield that's attached to your catted downpipe and reattach it, or detach it and then reattach it to your FKX Racing downpipe before you install it to the car. Now keep in mind, some downpipes, if it's not FKX Racing, it might not work and it might not attach like how FKX Racing is, so you just can't run it. But in this case, if you are having the FKX Racing, you can detach it, attach it onto the downpipe and then just go ahead and install it to the car. On top of that, huge thank you to Mamba, Red Hornet, Oso Sigmedia, Gonzo, Franco, Romel. Huge thank you to those guys. They really helped me out. Also, one more huge thank you to Andy from FKX Racing. He is awesome. Great customer service, just great person overall. And I'm so happy with the FKX product. If you're trying to get the same downpipe and front pipe that I got, I'll go ahead and put it in the description below. Make sure to go ahead and check it out. Andy is awesome. FKX Racing's downpipe is awesome. I'm happy about it, and you know what? We'll shoot more videos about it to show you guys what it's all about. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot off some clips of that same day of me just having fun and happy with the results of this downpipe and Honda as well. One more quick note, guys. I thought I'd share this. So you guys do not know about this. Little sneak peek hint here. You guys can already expect to see in next week's video. But this already says, I don't know if you guys can read that because a bunch of stickers are covering it, but clutch masters came in. So I realized that with the power that I was running, especially with my new tune, and oh, you guys didn't know about that either, dang it. So with my new tune and the catless front pipe and downpipe, definitely had to get a clutch. So this bad boy is going to be installed this weekend, I believe. We'll see, but expect to see something about that next week, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Yeah, that. I don't know what kind of ending that was, guys. I'm so sorry. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And as always, yeah, that. Yes!